Good day. Today I will convey our research that have untitled as Motorcycle Anti-Theft System uses mobile phone for automatic authentication, where this research is part of PPP that started in the first year of 2025. Before we dig deep our material, I will introduce our team. I am Julianto as lead the research, and we also helped by several lectors like Mr. Dio Saputra Kudori, Mr. Mirza Ramadhani, and the last is Mr. Hindam Basit Rafiki. So this research was founded as the yearly career researcher where the contract number is as follow and the contract date is starting from 25 April 2025. As we know that motorcycle and car have been identified as one of the most attractive target for criminal with a variety of reasons, including the mobility of goods, easy of escape value, facilitating of other crime, and the value of being sold by the police. The activity of women on outdoor, especially when borrowing their vehicle, can increase the crime like vehicle theft and in general means of transport such as motorcycle and cars are targeted for theft. In particular, motorcycles are statistically more likely to be the target of theft than cars. Some studies show that the theft rate of motorcycle is up to 3 times higher than that of car. For example, the incident of vehicle theft that took place in Malaysia between 2007 and 2017. The reason for this is that motorcycles are often easier to steal due to their smaller size and higher weight, which make them easier to pick up and move. So another reason why motorcycles are targeted for theft is that motorcycles, especially certain make and model, can be targeted because of their value and the demand for parts. In the recent research proposes the use of camera surveillance to monitor a limited area for anomaly detection, such as traffic violence and anomaly detection in the bus for the yearly detection of criminal incidents in general. However, this method only provides real-time alert notification only to the owner of the camera surveillance system, not to the owner of the things. And another recent research that focuses on the owner vehicle is to combine the Arduino Uno with the SIM800L module, where this device is installed in the vehicle and allowed to send the GPS coordinate to the vehicle owner. However, the camera is not equipped with the reason of to minimize the power consumption and the power calculation. The same method is also proposed by Artono et al., where the anti-theft model is composed of Arduino Uno and SIM0x08 module. In their research, the GPS coordinate and speed of the vehicle are sent to the mobile phone owner every minute through the SouthMisec service gateway. Another way to prevent the vehicle from being hacked with the T-shaped key is to use the fingerprint authentication device to activate the ignition engine. Also has been proposed by Mr. Supriyono et al. However, there is still the possibility that the vehicle can be stolen by insertion into the van and cannot be traced. Now we come to the proposed method as the solution for the motor that lost because the thief. Our proposed method is consists of the control unit that installed in the motorbike and the mobile apps application to monitor by real time. In the control unit, it is consists of several components like the GPS module that gather information of geolocation from the satellite with the series of U-Block Neo 7M. This GPS module will produce two data like latitude and longitude that will be read real time by ASP8266 and then of the two of those data will send to the mini PC using the serial JSON. This mini PC also handle the incoming data from the webcam that installed on the vehicle, and then the data of JSON that contain the latitude and longitude of ASP8266, and the camera will be delivered to the cloud to Firebase as real-time database, and also the Twitch as real-time server of video. Another part that involved in this control unit is Orange P3B, where it is used to listen the Firebase to read how or when the relay module will be activated. This relay module can activate like alarm, camera, and power in the motorbike. Why the camera must be controlled turn on and turn off on the mobile phone is to make cost down or to decrease the cost of electricity and also the bandwidth internet. And the mobile apps can monitor real time both for the position of the vehicle and also the position of mobile phone as user. And the button we also provide the view video to view the condition of surrounding of vehicle through the camera that installed. All of this part is using the freeware application like the cloud server. We use the free access that provided by Firebase and Twitch. And also for the mobile phone, we use the framework like Firebase. This one is the part of the component that we use to develop the anti-thief vehicle tracking. This tracking system is using the GPS module as you see in the left of this image. This is the Neo 7M. It's a cost-effective standalone GNSS or global navigation satellite system where it is used to receive module manufactured by U-Block. This product series has been widely adopted for use in hobbies and commercial projects as an upgrade to the Neo 6M. And now the series of Neo GPS module is up to 8M. It has tracking and navigation capabilities of up to minus 162 dBm sensitivity, allowing it to acquire and maintain a signal log in challenging environment. This module is also designed for low power consumption and can operate on a low power for a 3.6 volt supply. It is also equipped with two antennas, an active ceramic antenna and the second is an omnidirectional passive antenna. So the Neo 7 module is equipped with the UART interface for communicating with the host, where the baud rate can be configured as free. The second part has a role as a device that provided by ASP8266, where this module is programmable computer chip that equipped with built-in 2.4 GHz of Wi-Fi with the standard of 802.11 BGN and designed for low power consumption. So this is the source code that I implemented in the ESP module that can communicate to the Firebase through the Wi-Fi protocol. As we know that Firebase is known as NoSQL database where we can transfer the data in the format of JSON. In the ESP Arduino, we know that there is several key that we need to insert like the web API key, database URL, user email, and user pass. For example, the web API key we can get from the Firebase by click the project setting and then general, and we can copy the web API key from this portal. And for the database URL, you can check from the logic of uh, the role of your Firebase real-time, and user email and user pass is the part of the account that you use to log in your Firebase application. One of the important part that develop the vehicle track system, particularly in the control unit that installed in the motorbike, is the communicating between the ASP module to the relay module, where we don't connect direct the ASP to the relay module because the output current that produced by the ASP cannot control maximum to the relay driver because the difference of voltage. So we need to uh, first transfer the command to turn on or off the relay module by send the command from the ASP to the Arduino Uno, and the ASP get the command to turn on or off relay is from the Firebase. And after the data gather by real time the ASP, the command of data to turn on or off the relay will be delivered to the Arduino Uno through the serial JSON schema, and after that the Arduino Uno will send the command to turn on or off relay direct, and the relay can control the switch on or off with maximum power. So the Arduino can communicate with the Node MCU and vice versa through variable media such as the serial protocol. This communication can be achieved by physically connecting the TX to the RX target and vice versa, followed by connecting a ground cable between the ASP to the Arduino. To minimize corrupted data transmitted between the source microcontroller and other target microcontroller, the data must be worked in JSON format. As a note, please avoid initializing the data with value of 0 and 1 in this serial JSON schema because it can make a failure of detection system. This is the complete flow diagram of stream video that can send the data to the Twitch, where Twitch is known as the real-time server special for video. The flow diagram starting from the camera module, where this camera can produce the analog video. This camera needs the supply from the external adapter for a mount 12-volt DC. Then the output analog video will be converted to the analog video to USB capture device. The data will be read using our Python program that can send the data to the Twitch as real time. The video stream may consume more computational resource, which impact to power consumption, and it is not suitable for mobile device because it can disrupt the live video stream. To prevent this, the control camera.py file will listen to the data on Firebase. When the command to activate the video stream is received, the first Python file will trigger the stream camera.py file to run the program to read the camera and send the data to the Twitch. So whereas the Firebase data is get from the mobile phone, so if when the user click the button of to turn on the video cam on their mobile phone apps, so it will trigger the Firebase condition, and the data in the Firebase that correlate with the video stream will read by control camera.py, and if the command is to turn on, then the stream camera.py application will activate and make the camera webcam will activate and send the stream video data to Twitch real-time server. This is the prototype result for the part of web camera that can be installed to the motorbike in the future. This is consists of webcam that use the USB protocol, and the data will be sent to the Orang P as mini PC device, and we can look the output of the display of Orang Pay. As you can see, if the webcam is enabled, the apps will open the window of camera. This is the prototype result of the GPS and controller module along with the Wi-Fi hotspot module. The green PCB is the modem module, and this is the ASP module that I was listening to the Firebase about the condition of when the relay will turn on or turn off. The data will send to the Arduino using the serial communication, where all the data wrapped to be one using the JSON format, and the Arduino will parse the each JSON data to initialize how the relay will turn on turn off. And another module is this is the GPS module that always send the data through the serial communication using the baud rate is 9,800 baud rate, and the data like latitude and longitude will send to the Firebase database through the ASP via the modem. This is the prototype result for the mobile apps. This mobile apps is developed based on Flutter program that equipped with the geolocation of vehicle and also the owner position. 3-button control also equipped to control the actuator that provide in the vehicle. For example, the number 1 is stop cam button. This is to control turn on and turn off the camera module in the vehicle. The second button is the turn on alarm and turn off. And the last button is to control the machine on the vehicle to turn on turn off. If we scroll down, it is also provided the video display that can be used to monitor the surrounding condition of the vehicle, because there is an webcam that also installed in the control unit in vehicle. This video is direct stream from the Twitch real-time server. This is the overall of prototype result. Consists of the GPS module block, and also that equipped with the controller relay module, streaming video camera, and Flutter mobile apps. Now we can control our relay using this button on my mobile apps. We can turn on the relay for power on, turn on alarm, and also we can turn off using our mobile apps. I will show how to enable or monitor our application is using the apps based on Flutter. and this is the position of our vehicle. If our vehicle tracking system is on, it can be monitored with the indication of the vehicle will be blinking with the color between red or blue. This is also equipped with the video for future improvement. So hello everyone, today I will demonstrate to you about how I am implement the vehicle tracking that I am with using our research. This device is composed from several combination of electronic device like GPS module, Neo, M series, modem with SIM card, Arduino Uno, relay controller, and much more. And to turn on this device, we need the cordless battery that can provide the 12 volt for 4 hours. It is very simple, just plug in like this. And we need to wait for around 1 minute to give the GPS module utilize and lock the satellite position. And we can close the case to prevent from the water outside. And then we can insert the modem into our motor like this, and we can monitor our vehicle using our smartphone.